Testament gonna help us, man.
What it's like for a nigga like me. 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 Gray skies overhead, assessing looking likely, but I try to do the right thing like Spike Lee, and I talk to God, the one and almighty. Lord, please have mercy on me.
Have mercy on me. Yeah.
Lord, please have mercy on me.
Have mercy on me. Have mercy on me. Man, this shit ain't no joke, man, this shit ain't no joke. Like the boy cry wolf, I ain't blowing no smoke. You don't gotta look far to see it ain't no hope in this fucked up world. I'm just trying to stay afloat. I grew up in the ghetto in the middle of the streets, H-E, with the streets, H-E-L-L, the belly of the beast. Thanksgiving came around, I wasn't having no feast when the landlord talking about breaking out lease. Goddamn, what's next? My girl buckle with your boy and she did it in a text that if I couldn't have nothing that I could have love besides love for the money and selling these drugs. Sometimes it seems like it's the only way out, but every day I'm getting older and it's getting played out. Can't end up in the pen trying to find a way out. Lord forgive me for my sins, for my heart gave out. My dad died, biggest loss I ever had to take. He a big part of the reason I'm the man I am today. And moving on was a move I wasn't trying to make, but I got sons now, so I gotta lead them not astray. And even though success is looking unlikely, I stay mighty and pray nightly and remain doing the right thing like Spike Lee, which is hard in this life for a nigga like me. All my life I had to fight like my name's Sophia. Always had heart and in my heart was no fear. Boy, I stayed is in trouble, trouble always stay near. When you black in America, that's all you cold here, I can't lie. Some days I wanna break down and cry for me and my people that's fighting to stay alive. Cause living ain't living where you living to survive. Yes, we living in hell till the heavens arrive. Nah, I mean,
what it's like for a nigga like me. 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 Gray skies overhead, assessing looking likely, but I try to do the right thing like Spike Lee, and I talk to God, the one and almighty. Lord, please have mercy on me.
Have mercy on me. Yeah.
Lord, please have mercy on me.
Have mercy on me. Have mercy on me.
What it's like in this life for a nigga like me. Every day I gotta fight my demons. Wake up, thank God I'm breathing. Cause all nightmares, America's dreaming. Trying to find a way to make it while surrounded by heathens. No stress long as I got a coat and I'm eating. I'm blessed and I know the Most High's the reason. But my heart's bleeding, through my sleeve is seeping. For all the things that I've been peeping. Type of shit make you say fuck it and sleeping. Cause while you was sleeping, during the evening, for brothers got gunned down over the weekend. Stretched out in the streets, left leaking. Laid out, white sheet, mom's grieving. All lives gotta have more meaning than another nigga dead in the paper I'm reading. Baby mama bitching every time that she's speaking. Talking like she gonna take the kids as she's leaving. How we go from kids to ending up in the deep end. Sink or swim, lose or win, saint or sin. Where does the change begin? And when does the bullshit end? Cause I wake up in the morning, gotta do it again. Go to sleep, go to work and just do it again. Damn. Can't pretend, cause when you stand out, it's hard to blend. And what I stand for, don't fold the bend. Cause I heard real folks still got too many friends. Cause when you speak the truth, then you tend to offend. So, while I'm gripping this pen, Lord, please have mercy on me. Amen.
It's time for my people to come together and rise up. The only way we gonna take our royalty back, man, is if we do just that, man. Take it back. Kwame Yashala, nigga. Time for us to rise out of our oppression. A wise man told me each one teach one.
You understand? You done found a new breed of Hebrews that stand and walk with the laws, statutes, and commandments of the Most High, and we don't care who we got to come up against. You ain't standing before this truth. You understand? We done took them all on and gonna continue to take them all on.
Of my true love's head.
Surrounded by Edomites, lost a lot of truth to this tree of life. Open up the book just to see I'm right. Reminiscing on my ancestors, on those ships who had to plead for life. Took us to a place where ain't never safe there. Poisoning our foods and put our children up in daycare. Fresh out of slavery, still thinking that they care. Guns in the community, children can't play there. Brothers still brainwashed, we died for that same cost. Took away our history, believing that we ain't lost. Brother, I'm an Israelite, sin is like kryptonite. Brothers won't pray, no, they'd rather link a chick tonight. Praises to the Most High, I ain't like most guys. Eyes on the future, but I learned from a boat ride. Tribe of Benjamin, inherited on both sides. Background Jamaican, mistreated, and I know why. I'm an Israelite, die for my Israelites. Blood of the Israelites, cry for my Israelites. Going through it cause we Israelites. Kwam Yashra Allah to all my Israelites. I'm an Israelite, die for my Israelites. Blood of the Israelites, cry for my Israelites. Going through it cause we're Israelites. Kwam Yashra Allah to all my Israelites.
Kwam Yasha Allah, sons of the power. Rise from the ghetto when Satan want us devoured. The seal of the Lord ain't found in church towers. Never dying on my knees like no coward. Wanna be an Israelite, you gon' need more than fringes. You gon' need to show you approve and get in them scriptures. Oh, I forgot to mention, traumatized from the lynching. Homicide, we the victim. Amistad ain't the ending. Kids with PTSD, suffering symptoms, never getting treatment. Something he gotta sleep with. Stockholm syndrome so long that it ain't a secret. That's why I die for them brothers I'm facing east with. Cause I'm an Israelite. Crackers better get it right. Visions of my enemies, death flow through my dreams at night. If your mind ain't there, then we don't dream alike. Reporting live from hell, home of Christians and Edomites.
I'm an Israelite, die for my Israelites. Blood of the Israelites, cry for my Israelites. Going through it cause we're Israelites. Kwam Yashra Allah to all my Israelites. I'm an Israelite, die for my Israelites. Blood of the Israelites, cry for my Israelites. Going through it cause we're Israelites. Kwam Yashra Allah to all my Israelites.
You definitely go ahead and open up the door.
We live.
Alright. Shalom Israel, this is ISUPK. Right now I'm taking over the class for Officer Priest Kodash Zion until he gets here. We are going to touch on the topic, pretty much something similar to yesterday. I just want to speak about, I love to speak about the condition of Israel because it's a very hot topic. It's something that's always trending. And like I always like to say that, niggas make news every day. There's always something, concerning Black and Hispanic people and the white man's, propaganda and agenda. And the news that's being made about us, it's not always good. See what I'm saying? Black and Hispanic people are dropping like flies by the hands of this devil who is the white man. And I just want to get proof, not just proof, but also history about this happening. Because the Bible reflects the times of today, every day. See what I'm saying? Anything that you're going through in life, the Bible can give you the answer. It can show you, it can show you a backstory of what you're going through. It can give you the beginning of end of what's going on in the world. All right? This book is amazing. The Lord is an amazing author. Okay? So thanks to the Most High and the prophets that inspired to write these books for our learning, for our understanding, for our edification, so that way we can survive until Christ gets here, to establish the kingdom of heaven, which will be on the earth. All right, not in the sky, not anywhere else. All right. So the first scripture I want the brother to get is Deuteronomy 28:48.
Come on. Deuteronomy chapter 28, verse 48. Therefore shalt thou serve thine enemies.
One more time.
Therefore shalt thou serve thine enemies.
Right now in America, Black and Hispanic people, we serve our enemy, or enemies being plural. We serve the white man, and we serve the East Indians, the Africans, we serve the Chinese, the Japanese,
right,
the Arabs, all these scums of the earth. All these people who are trash, who are like spittle unto the Lord. The very people that are supposed to obey you, serve you. See what I'm saying? They are on top of you. And that is incorrect. That is an out of order situation. But there will be a time when that will turn all the way around. Black and Hispanic people in America, you serve your enemies at the job. You slave for pennies when you are supposed to get your money the same day. In the Bible, it tells you that it is a sin for a man to hold your wages. Because when you do work that day, the same day you are supposed to get paid your wages. Now you gotta wait a week, 2 weeks. You are a slave in America. You have always been a slave to these people, whether you see it or not, whether you believe it or not. Because there is a mental disorder called Stockholm Syndrome. There's people that like to make excuses for these white people's crimes. That is false. Let the truth be known that you are supposed to be served, not serve them. All right? Read that one more time.
Come. Therefore shalt thou serve thine enemies, which the Lord shall send against thee.
One more time.
Which the Lord shall send against thee.
The reason why the Lord sent our enemies against us, because we decided not to listen to the Lord. We wanted to do our own thing. We decided to, remove ourselves underneath the protection, the hedge, the security of our God who had all the answers. But we decided to take it upon ourselves to do what we wanted to do. And we didn't think about the consequence. Think about all the people that were serving the Lord, but they had to follow the leader when it came to this, person who wanted to be disobedient into slavery. I'm sure they were very upset, wanted to, lay hands on their brothers and sisters who were messing up, and who messed it up for everybody. Think about a punishment. When when something breaks, say that you break a vase, and the parent comes in the house, or the parent is in the other room and they hear something break, and they come in the living room or the room like, what happened? Who broke this vase? This is an antique. Who did it? No one is talking. If no one tells me who broke it, everybody's getting a whooping. Everybody's going to be on punishment. Everybody's going to get in trouble. But it's just that one person who did it, who do not want to confess, who does not want to, confess as far as what they are doing. So everybody gets in trouble. Now, when it came to us, the reason why we ended up in Egypt, Babylon, Rome, the reason why we were in the Assyrian captivity is because we decided to go against our God, who had us covered, who had us straight. See what I'm saying? From the way beginning. But then you got inspired by the wickedness of these other nations. And that got you off track. Now your whole nation has to suffer. We get shot down in the streets because of the sin, because of the curse. The curses are still in effect 400 years later. And the Lord is going to take off that curse, lift it up, once you decide to serve Him and get rid of the religion. Get rid of all the things that cause you to err as a people. That's what's going to happen. Is it? All right, you keep going.
Okay. Therefore shalt thou serve thine enemies, which the Lord shall send against thee, in hunger and in thirst.
And what?
In hunger and in thirst.
In hunger and in thirst. What does that talk about? What is the hunger and the thirst?
Resources, food, water, shelter. You know what I'm saying? Everything that Black, Hispanic, and Native Indian people need to survive.
Right, exactly. If you think about, I forget the name of it. I don't know the exact technical name or terminology for. It's where when it comes to living, you need food, you need shelter, utilities, and something else. I'm probably missing that word. That's probably just those three. Black and Hispanic people, we need all of those things, and we lack the ability to even live well to get those things. Don't you know you have to work an $18 hour job just to be comfortable in a 2 bedroom apartment? When I say comfortable, meaning affordable, meaning where by the time you're done with the rent and the utilities and all the food and things of that sort, you're good. But imagine working a $10 hour job. You need 2 jobs to support that 2 bedroom apartment in Minnesota. And it gets worse down south. I heard Officer Knox said in Nicaragua. Am I saying that right?
Nicaragua.
Nicaragua. All right. You have to work um, 80 hours or more just to support the household as far as the rent. And that is crazy. Absolutely crazy. And they barely got Wi-Fi over there. They are living horrible over there. I remember just doing a little history about that place and just shaking my head like, God damn. See what I'm saying? It's so horrible over there. We are failing as a nation. That means you have to step up. People say, Black Lives Matter. If Black Lives Matter, if niggas' lives matter, then show it. Show the actions. Because protesting is not going to pay the bills. Protesting and rioting is not going to get the white man to stop killing you. It's just going to give them more, of a rush to do it. When the white man kills you, you dance for him. You sing for him. You protest. You put on a show for him. You sing the white Jesus for him.
You entertain him.
You entertain the white man. And what that shows is that you are in fear.
Right.
Because of that, they keep doing what they're doing. It was so heavy when General Hyman brought that out. Because it's like, why do they keep killing you? You decide to tap dance for the white man and he still continues to kill you. And he gets away with it. And you smile, you make every excuse for him. You try to save him, but you haven't thought about saving yourself from this hell. Once again, all right? Go ahead,
Come. In hunger and in thirst.
In hunger and in thirst.
And in nakedness.
And in nakedness, meaning we can't. Do you know how many Black and Hispanic people are homeless out here in the street? Who are in want and need of everything. When it says all things, that is everything. Everything that's going to keep them going, keep them alive, keep food in their mouth, clothes on their back, to support their children, to not die, to live. We are struggling as a people. And then we develop a way of survival which is very, very bad. Something that is very, detrimental to our nation. You got to sell drugs now to survive. You got to hustle. It does not make you a man. That is not a true form of hustling. See what I'm saying? If you want to hustle, you better support your nation, not destroy your nation. Don't do the complete opposite. How you going to destroy your nation? You come up, but everybody else is still down. What sense does that make? That's very idiotic. See what I'm saying? Drug dealers and Christians have all the money in the Black community. They have something, you see what I'm saying? They have something that, can help the nation. That money can feed the entire nation. Money doesn't solve all our problems. That's for sure. Law, statutes, and commandments is what solve our problems. But if we can just come together as a nation with true knowledge, not knowledge that you learn off of YouTube, getting high, sitting on the couch in your drawers, sitting in front of a camera, spitting all that Egyptology bullshit. It's coming into the ISUPK and you put in that work. Because faith without works is what?
Dead.
It's very dead. That's what it is, all right? So, with that being said, we want to go ahead and get Job 22:7.
Okay. Job chapter 22, verse 7. Thou hast not given water to the weary to drink.
One more time.
Thou hast not given water to the weary to drink.
Thou hast not given water to the weary to drink. What does weary mean?
To the weak.
To the weak. You have not given water over to the weak whatsoever. See what I'm saying? The white man doesn't give you anything to help you. Don't expect the devil to help you in the first place. He's the goddamn devil. Don't ask for handouts. Don't look for opportunity for him, you see what I'm saying, to try to help you. He is a deceiver. You better be on guard. You better have a defense mechanism when it comes to this devil. Because when he's coming towards you, he's ready to conquer and destroy you. That's what's going to happen. All right? Also, think about the recent events that has been transpired. I would say Black and Hispanic people have died more this year than 2016. Over 1,000 or 2,000 people died. Well, I'll say, yeah, over 1,000 people died in 2016 with police brutality. But I'll even give you a bigger number than that. See what I'm saying? I'll say it's twice as much. The reason why is because don't just think about the police brutality, but think about how the devil has opportunities to take you out. Those that are not cops, those who, want to take you out. I'm sure y'all know about the story when how the 14-year-old boy was trying to, knock on the door to get some help for directions. And what happened? But the devil decided to come outside with a shotgun and try to shoot at the 14-year-old boy. And all he asked was for directions. He wasn't looking for no trouble. But to the white man, he was asking for it. See what I'm saying? That's what happened. All right? Keep going then.
Come. And thou hast withholden bread from the hungry.
Mm-hmm. One more time. I'll ask you from the top.
Come. Thou hast not given water to the weary to drink.
Mm-hmm.
And thou hast withholden bread from the hungry.
Mm-hmm.
Verse 8. But as for the mighty man, he hath the earth.
As who?
But as for the mighty man, he had the earth.
That's correct. See what I'm saying? This white man has the earth. That is the mighty man. The one with the upper hand to control and take food out of your mouth. It did just say bread, the water, the shelter. This is your enemy who we are speaking about. The white man is the devil that the Bible speaks of. Understand that.
That's right.
All right? All right, read that one more time.
Come. Right, come.
Right.
Thou hast not given water to the weary to drink.
One more time.
Thou hast not given water to the weary to drink.
Thou hast not given water to the weary to drink. Actually, I just want to get the definition of weary because that's a great definition when it comes to explaining the condition of Black and Hispanic people. Okay?
Right, like,
so,
sorry.
Go ahead.
Weary is like the sorrowful, you know what I'm saying? The ones who suffering, you know what I'm saying? The ones who oppressed and is, you know what I'm saying? Beneath, the last, the poor, you know what I'm saying? How the society is set up today is that, all the celebrities, all the rich men, you know what I'm saying, wealthy men, mighty men in the earth,
right?
They prey on the weak, prey
right.
on the poor. You know what I'm saying? That's what they do.
Right, and that's the lack of weary. Being a definition of that is the lack of strength. You see what I'm saying? It's being exhausted. Exhausted. See what I'm saying? So everything else that the brother said was actually on point. All right, keep going on that.
Come. And thou hast withholden bread from the hungry. But as for the mighty man, he had the earth.
He had the earth. You see what I'm saying? The white man has the earth. Actually, go ahead and get Job 9:24. Since we're on the book of Job. Job 9:24 is going to explain that last verse, which is verse 8, correct?
Come.
All right, come, go ahead.
Job chapter 9, verse 24. The earth is given unto the hand of the wicked.
The earth is given into who?
The hand of the wicked.
The earth is given into the hand of the wicked, meaning the white man got this world in his hands, and he is the one that is wicked. And he has caused the world to be wicked as well. See what I'm saying? Keep going.
Come. He covered the faces of the judges thereof.
He covers the faces of the judges thereof. He covers the face of the earth, and it's all white. See what I'm saying? A favorite artist of mine, she said that white American dreams are in all black. Yeah. White American dreams are all black, meaning they think about how to destroy you. They think about ways to bring you down and to make sure that you are subservient to them and nobody else. Now, let's get some little history real quick. The Arabs tried to do what the white man is doing today. The East Indians, the Chinese tried to do what the white man is doing today. He is exercising the white supremacy or the white superiority. See what I'm saying, of things. The white man knows how to play his game best.
Right.
The Arabs couldn't keep, one second. The Arabs could not do what the white man did to the slaves. It failed. They could not control them how the white man does it. The white man has been on top of our head for many, many years and centuries. He got it to where he gave us religion, we submit. He got it to where, you see what I'm saying, we get paid, we get paid millions and millions of dollars to be an entertainer, to be an athlete, to be be anything that causes you to be in a position of a high place, heaven, so to speak. But you become a sellout. You don't go back to your people. You go to Africa versus Detroit to Chicago. But you go everywhere else except for where your people is at. You're supporting another people that is not yours. Another nation that is not you. That's what you're doing with your money. That's what you're doing with your time and your energy. See what I'm saying? You're not fighting against the wicked devices of this devil, but you're supporting it and prolonging the slavery even more.
Right.
And that's the problem. You want to say something? Go ahead.
Really, what Black, Hispanic, and Native Indian people need, they need to come together, man.
Right.
They need the Lord to be on their side. They need the Lord to hear their prayers. You know what I'm saying? Because in today's society, they have, all of these nations conspiring together, you know what I'm saying, to destroy them.
Mm-hmm.
That's what they have. They have all of these nations, the so-called white man, Africans, Asians, Arabs, all of these people coming together to destroy them, and they clinging on to these people.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Just like the brother brought out earlier. You know what I'm saying? They are conspiring against us.
Right.
So what we need to do is come together, man. We need to come back to our true God.
Right.
Because like the scripture said, the Lord sent all of these heathens, all of these wicked people against us.
Right.
Because we don't want to do what the Lord told us to do. We don't want to follow our forefathers. You know how all of these black people, Black, Hispanic, and Native Indian people cry about losing their culture and history, but then they refuse it. They refuse these scriptures. They refuse the law, statutes, and commandments. They refuse their true God.
Right.
That's what they do.
That's right.
You know what I'm saying? If you could grab Proverbs 28 and 9.
Okay.
Barbecue shop.
Yeah, time. Ready?
Come.
Jeremiah 11:14.
It's like, wait, what's it? Oh, yeah.
Jeremiah 11:14. Therefore, pray not thou for this people, neither lift up a cry or prayer for them.
So, like, I got a quick sidebar. Today,
It's a nice scripture, huh?
Today at slavery, my manager, his mom was dying. He's a devil, of course. His mom is in hospice, breathing through tubes and all of that. I'm trying to have a professional conversation with him, and he's up here ready to cry. You know what I'm saying? Talk about, can I get some prayers? No, don't send none of your prayers for this man. You know what I'm saying? To hell with you and your mom. All right, Salakia. Go ahead one more time.
Jeremiah 11:14. Therefore, pray not thou for this people.
Don't pray for these people. You know why? Because we are their prayer, or prey, I should say.
Right.
They pray against us. They devour us.
Right.
Because we so naive. We so gullible. We want to love them, and they just stab us in the back. Their mouth is smoother than butter. Oh, my mom's dying. Feel sorry for me. No. You don't get no prayers. All right? Go ahead.
Neither lift up a cry or prayer for them.
Don't pray for no heathens, man. Pray for your own people. Pray for Lil Tubi who just got shot on the block. Pray for Day selling drugs on the corner. You know what I'm saying? Pray for your people. We suffering and dying. We got AIDS, abortions. You know what I'm saying? We got gang violence in our neighborhood, police violence in our neighborhood. You know what I'm saying? We are in the hellish condition. That's who needs the prayers, is us, nobody else. Just like Christ said, the bread is for our people.
Right.
Let the children of Israel be fed first. You know what I'm saying? Black, Hispanic, and Native Indian people be fed first with them prayers. Go ahead, keep going.
Come. For I will not hear them in the time that they cry unto me for their trouble.
The Lord ain't hearing your prayers for that devil. The Lord ain't gonna hear your prayers because you trying to pray for them. When you really need something from the Lord, you need to serve him. You need to show the Lord that you love him. You know what I'm saying? The scriptures say you draw nigh to the Lord with your mouth, but not with your heart. All right? Proverbs 28:9. You know what I'm saying? The Lord's not hearing the prayers, man. You can get precept upon precept for that. All right? You got it?
Yeah, come. Ready?
Come.
Proverbs 28, verse 9. He that turneth away his ear from hearing the law, even his prayer shall be abomination.
Say what now?
He that turneth away his ear from hearing the law, even his prayer shall be abomination.
The Lord said, if you turning away from the law, statutes, and commandments, if you up there talk about the Lord did away with his laws, statutes, and commandments, you talking about the Lord made pure all of these abominations.
Right.
Eating pork, shrimp, crab, and lobster, all in the Christian church.
Right.
If you turning your ear away from the Lord, then he said, what now?
He that turneth away his ear from hearing the law, even his prayer shall be abomination.
You got all of these hip hop artists, rappers, and all of them talking about why ain't the Lord listening to me, making all of these depressing and sorrowful songs. Oh, the Lord ain't hearing me. Why this? Why that? It's because you ain't listening to what the Lord said. That's why. You know what I'm saying? You don't love your own people. That's why. You not for Black, Hispanic, and Native Indians. You know what I'm saying? You are not trying to teach your people the law, statutes, and commandments. The scriptures say if you teach men or women to go against the scriptures, then you're going to be least in the kingdom of heaven.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? That's what the scriptures say. All right? You two out?
You want time?
Yeah, you can keep going. You know what I'm saying? If you out here talking about God is all love, you know what I'm saying? If you talking about God is all love and all of that garbage, you trying to hold hands with everybody, talking about it's all one melting pot, you know what I'm saying? Then you don't have the spirit of the Lord, man. You don't. All right? It's just the Lord's spirit is just not in you. If you hate another black man for stepping on your shoe, then the Lord's spirit is not in you, man. The Lord said, love Black, Hispanic, and Native Indian people as yourself. You know what I'm saying? Go ahead.
Come. He that turneth away his ear from hearing the law, even his prayer shall be abomination.
Keep going.
Whoso causes the righteous to go astray in an evil way, he shall fall himself into his own pit.
This right here is specifically talking about the Christian church. All of your Christian pastors, Muslim mosques, all of these people, all of your black leaders is leading you astray. Just like Martin Luther King said, whatever his name is. Luther King said. He said he
said Marvin
Luther King. What's his name? Melvin?
It's Martin Luther King, but his real name is Michael.
Michael.
Yeah. Michael Luther King.
Just like that coon said, he felt like he drug his people into a burning house because he did. Lead, drug, same thing. You know what I'm saying? He is still leading the way, pushing the footsteps, making the path for our people to get devoured by heat. You know what I'm saying? Trying to join us into heathen customs.
Right.
That's what these scriptures is talking about, man. All right? Keep going. Salam.
Come. But the upright shall have good things in possession.
The upright is the ISUPK, man. That's it. Grab Isaiah 26 and 16, Bible shop. You know what I'm saying? Every time you got something bad happening to Black, Hispanic, and Native Indians, they quit to turn to the Lord. But when you're not going through it, going through hell, suffering, you are trying to love everybody else. You ain't studying what the Lord said. You ain't trying to hear the words of these priests and prophets in ISUPK.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? When everything's all good and looking heavenly for you, you say to hell with these people, to hell with the poor.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? But the Lord said you're supposed to care for the weary. All right, go ahead.
Come. Isaiah 26 and 16. Lord, in trouble have they visited me. Selected. Lord, in trouble have they visited thee. They poured out a prayer when they chastening was upon them.
Every time Black, Hispanic, and Native Indian people is in trouble, that's when they want to all of a sudden say they love God. Holy, holy, hallelujah. That's when they want to do that. But when everything's all good, your rent's paid, your phone bill's paid, your lights paid, then, you know what I'm saying, you like to hell with the Bible. To hell with what the Lord said. To hell with the priests and prophets out here suffering on every street corner, trying to save you, redeem you. You know what I'm saying? That's what is in your heart. That's how we can tell these Christian pastors is a bunch of hypocrites. All right, go ahead one more time.
Lord, and trouble have they visited thee.
Oh, Jesus take the wheel, right? This, and that. Oh, it don't matter. God got me. God got me, right? Remember that?
Right.
Keep going.
They poured out a prayer when they chastening was upon them.
Is that it on that one?
Come.
Grab Daniel 9 and 13.
Come.
You know what I'm saying? The scriptures say that if you don't hearken unto the voice of the Lord, all of these curses will come and overtake you. And that's clear and evident it should be clear and evident to us. Black, Hispanic, and Native Indian people are suffering every which way. Anything horrible and bad you can think of, that's what's happening to us. You know what I'm saying? We hate our own parents, our own fathers and mothers, our own ancestors, our own culture, our own language. You know what I'm saying? We hate our own skin, our own hair. We hate our own nose. You know what I'm saying? We hate our entire nation. We hate ourselves. We suffer from depression, bipolar syndrome, Stockholm syndrome. We suffer from all of these things, man, because we refuse to serve the Lord. And that's in the scriptures, man. All right, go ahead.
Daniel 9 and 13, as it is written in the law of Moses, all this evil is come upon us.
All this what?
All this evil is come upon us.
Crack being sold in our neighborhoods. What?
All this evil is come upon us.
Police murdering Black, Hispanic, and Native Indian people down in the street. What?
All this evil is come upon us.
Poverty. Know what I'm saying? Homelessness. What?
All this evil is come upon us.
Loving these other nations. Celebrating Christmas. Celebrating Thanksgiving. Celebrating Easter and New Year's. What?
All this evil is come upon us.
Keep going.
Yet made we not our prayer before the Lord our God.
But we refuse and turn our face away from the Lord. You going through all of this hell. You in this hellish condition, and you still don't want to turn to the Lord. You still don't want to love yourself. You still don't want to love your people. You know what I'm saying? How long do you want to stay in this condition, man? How long is it going to take for our people to wake up to the truth? All right, is that it on that? Keep going.
That we might turn from our iniquities and understand thy truth.
You want to know the reason why we're going through all of this hell that we're going through? Is because the Lord is trying to plead with our people, plead with us to turn back to Him, plead with us to separate from these nations. You know what I'm saying? All of these diseases going around, all of this homosexuality going around, all of these abortions going around, poverty and oppression going around, all of these destroyed relationships, destroyed households, all of that's occurs. All of that is so we can turn back to each other. If we don't, you know what I'm saying, uplift our people and come together, we'll never be strong.
Right.
We'll never get out of this hell situation that we in. All right, is that it on that?
Come.
All right, grab 2 Chronicles 34 and 25. You know what I'm saying? There's a lot of Black, Hispanic, and Native Indian people asking themselves, why is they going through so much hell? Why can't they find a job? Why can't they survive for their people? Why can't they You know what I'm saying? Feed their kids, feed their wife, their sons and their daughters. Why don't they got nothing to their name? Why don't they got their history, their language and culture? It's a lot of Black, Hispanic, and Native Indians asking questions with no answers from their Black leaders. But I'm here today to tell you that the ISUPK, we got the answers, man.
Right.
You gotta come into these classes, man. Come into these classes for free every day. You know what I'm saying? All week long. From 6 p.m. to 8 p.m. All right? Go ahead.
Time. Second Chronicles 34:25. Because they have forsaken me.
Because Black, Hispanic, and Native Indian people forsook the Lord. Go ahead.
And have burned incense unto other gods.
Because you want to worship the white man and Caesar Borgia. You want to worship wood and stone. Talk about Allah, Buddha. You know what I'm saying? Your God is weed. Your God is the American flag. Because of this, go ahead.
That they might provoke me to anger with all the works of their hands.
The Lord is mad and upset with us.
Right.
That's why he's not hearing our prayers.
Right.
All right, go ahead, keep going.
Therefore, my wrath shall be poured out upon this place, and shall not be quenched.
The Lord's wrath is being poured out on this place. It's only going to get worse.
Right.
It's only going to be more death and destruction in our neighborhoods. More black on black crime, so-called.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? More police brutality. You know what I'm saying? More of these heathen nations coming up against us and oppressing us.
Right.
More injustice. You know what I'm saying? More policies being put forth through the earth to destroy us.
Right.
More government-funded programs to commit genocide on us. You know what I'm saying? The earth has been given into the hands of the wicked. If you want.
Time. Verse 26.
Yeah.
Time. And as for the king of Judah, who sent you to inquire of the Lord, so shall ye say unto him, Thus saith the Lord God of Israel, concerning the words which thou hast heard. Because thine heart was tender, and thou didst humble thyself before God. Because
what it's saying is, Yahushua sent us forth to inquire of the Lord, to acquire the spirit of the Lord. You know what I'm saying? To do these law, statutes, commandments, and teach them. Read 27 one more time for me, Barbara.
Because thine heart was tender, and thou didst humble thyself before God. When thou heardest his words against this place, and against the inhabitants thereof, and humblest thyself before me, and didst rend thy clothes, and weep before me. I have even heard thee also, saith the Lord.
What this is talking about is the brothers and sisters coming into the ISUPK, shedding themselves of all of these heathenistic customs, all of these customs that you've been taught from your grandma, your grandpa, your daddy, your mama, coming into the ISUPK, ridding yourself of that, being separate, coming to the Lord. That's what that's talking about.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? You should rejoice at finding the ISUPK.
Right.
All right. Grab Deuteronomy 28 and 15.
Right.
All right. What you should do is rejoice in finding the ISUPK and serve the Lord. Hanukkah, a holy convocation is coming up, man. High Holy Day. You know what I'm saying? So come and eat and feast with your brothers and sisters in the ISUPK. You know what I'm saying? This Saturday, December 1st, You know what I'm saying? It's going to be glorious. You know what I'm saying? That's how you serve the Lord. That's how you lead your people. Tell them about Hanukkah. Tell them about the Lord. Tell them about how this came about. You know what I'm saying? And that's what we're going to be doing on that day. Go ahead.
Deuteronomy 28:15. But it shall come to pass, if thou wilt not hearken unto the voice of the Lord thy God, to observe to do all his commandments and his statutes which I command thee this day, that all these curses shall come upon thee and overtake thee.
Because if you ain't celebrating Hanukkah, all of these curses come upon you. If you ain't celebrating Passover, all of these curses come upon you. Because the Lord told you to do that in the scripture. You know what I'm saying? That's what Moses is saying right here. Keep going.
Verse 16.
All right, so like grab verse 45. Didn't we read that earlier today?
Verse 45?
Yeah.
No, 48.
Oh, 48.
Yep. Verse 45. Moreover, all these curses shall come upon thee and shall pursue thee.
Right.
And overtake thee, till thou be destroyed.
Till we be destroyed, and that's what we are right now. We destroyed, serving, and want and need of all things. You know what I'm saying? And nakedness, and hunger, and thirst. All right, go ahead.
Because thou hearkenest not unto the voice of the Lord thy God, to keep his commandments and his statutes which he commanded thee. Verse 46. And they shall be upon thee for a sign and for a wonder, and upon thy seed forever.
And all of these curses is on us until we come back to the Lord.
Right. Until
we do what he told us to do. That's the only way his anger is going to get off of us. All right. Grab Deuteronomy 36. You know what I'm saying? In order for us to get all these curses off of us, to get all of this oppression off of us, for us to come back to the Lord, we need to circumcise ourselves, meaning get rid of all the BS in the world. Christmas, Hanukkah, or Easter, Kwanzaa, all of these heathen customs, birthdays, Mother's Day, Father's Day, Halloween. Get all of that out your system.
Right.
Stop looking up horoscopes. You know what I'm saying? All right. Grab Zechariah 11:5. You said what? Oh yeah, feel like it. Go ahead.
Deuteronomy 30:6. And the Lord thy God will circumcise thine heart and the heart of thy seed.
And once you start keeping the law, statutes, and commandments, you're gonna teach your kids how to keep the law, statutes, and commandments, how to serve the Lord, pray to the Lord, how to do the Sabbath service, how to speak Hebrew. You know what I'm saying? How to salute brothers and sisters. You're going to teach your kids how to do that. And that's what the Lord is speaking of. All right, go ahead.
To love the Lord thy God with all thine heart and with all thy soul, that thou mayest live.
Meaning keeping the law, statutes, and commandments, doing what the Lord told us to do, that is law. Not no mushy feeling that you feel inside. You know what I'm saying? That's not love. Keeping the law, statutes, and commandments, that's love.
Right.
All right. Keep on.
Verse 7. And the Lord thy God will put all these curses upon thine enemies and on them that hate thee.
Because if you keeping the law, statutes, and commandments, if you doing what the Lord told you to do, the white man will be punished for murdering you in the street,
Right.
slaying you and building a city with blood. You know what I'm saying? Trail of tears, slavery, breaking treaties and agreements with you, oppressing you. All of these heathens will pay for that. All of these heathens will pay for beating up the sisters in the nail salons.
Right.
All right, go ahead.
Kind of precept to this is when the Lord said, I will make thine enemies my footstool. Also, the Lord said another precept on top of that is when the Lord said, if you, it says, if you are at peace with the Lord, even your enemies will be at peace with you. Meaning, like, for example, when we out on the street corners and there's hecklers all around, you know, people just going wild trying to come up against the camp, our enemies is going to take care of that.
Right.
We ain't finna get arrested. We're not going to jail because we're not attacking anybody. We're not committing any crimes. But these people are outside of the camp are trying to assault us. They are going to get dealt with, not us. You know why? Because we are doing what the Lord told us to do. We are in complete order.
Right.
We follow the order, which is not to attack anybody. You got to defend yourself. Yes, that's true. But when you are at peace with the Lord, your enemy is going to be at peace with you. See what I'm saying? All right.
Was that it on that scripture?
That was it on that. Oh, Shalakia. Which persecuted thee. Let me read that one time. And the Lord thy God will put all these curses upon thy enemies.
Right.
And on them that hate thee, which persecuted thee.
The Lord will put an end to heathens that wrongfully persecute you.
Right.
Throw you in prison wrongfully. You know what I'm saying? You got Black, Hispanic, and Native Indian people going to jail falsely accused because the cops planted drugs on them, planted a gun on them. You know what I'm saying? That goes on a lot. Why you think there's so many Black, Hispanic, and Native Indian people in jail, in the prison system right now? Over 2 million of us. That's a lot of men, a lot of soldiers. That's a lot of brothers and sisters, you know what I'm saying, getting oppressed by the white man. And all they doing is sitting back and making money off you. Right? Making profit off you. All right? Was that it on that?
Yeah, come.
Was that Zechariah 11:5?
Come.
You know what I'm saying? The Lord is a man of war. If you got a fourth of your soldiers locked up in prison, no way out, no key. Now how you supposed to war and fight against someone who's committing war acts and doing war tactics on you? Bait trucks. You know what I'm saying? Go ahead.
Come. Zechariah 11:5. Whose possessors slay them.
Our possessors, the white man possesses us. If you have not known that, if you have not realized that by now, you are asleep. Okay? If you have not realized that the white man possesses Black, Hispanic, and Native Indian people, you know what I'm saying? If you don't show up to work, you fired. Right. If you fire, you ain't got a job, you can't eat. You ain't got no house. You can't sleep. It's negative 14 degrees outside. You know what I'm saying? It's winter. That's they possess us. All right? Go ahead.
Whose possessors slay them and hold themselves not guilty.
All the brothers and sisters that's being murdered by the cops. All the brothers and sisters that's been murdered by the KKK. All the brothers and sisters that's been murdered by the Christian church. They've been murdered by their doctrine. You know what I'm saying? Go ahead.
And they that sell them say, Blessed be the Lord, for I am rich.
The white man was praising the Lord for selling niggas in slavery.
Right.
That's what they saying right here. That's what they were saying. They were saying, thank the Lord for giving me this nigga to sell.
Right. Actually.
You know what I'm saying? They was thanking the Lord for slaying Hispanics and calling it Thanksgiving. That's what they was doing. What they say? Read that one more time.
Come. And they that sell them say, Blessed be the Lord, for I am rich.
That's what this devil, which is the white man, is saying. Till this day. You know what I'm saying? Keep going.
And their own shepherds pity them not.
Is that it on that?
Come.
Ezekiel 33 and 11. The white man is selling you, stabbing you in the back, getting rich off you. His economy is driven off the backs of Black, Hispanic, and Native Indian people. We drive the economy. We turn around and kiss them in the face, kiss them on the buttocks, kiss up to them. You know what I'm saying? Good slave. Yes, master this. Yes, master that. And they getting rich off of it. And then they stab you in the back and murder you in the street.
Right.
All right. Go ahead.
Come. Ezekiel 33 and 11. Say unto them, As I live, saith the Lord God, I have no pleasure in the death of the wicked, but that the wicked turn from his way and live.
You wicked if you side with the white man over a black man's death.
Right.
You got a lot of coons out here siding with the devil, talking about, oh, he was a criminal. Oh, he was this, he was that. But they disregarding the fact that he was murdered in cold blood.
Right.
They siding against their own people. They are just like the Pharisees and Sadducees. You know what I'm saying? Selling us out. We dying like Christ did. Died because of coon niggas, your coon black leaders selling you out for a penny, a buck. You know what I'm saying? He living in the suburbs while you suffering in the hood. You know what I'm saying? Go ahead.
Come, turn ye from your evil ways.
Turn from your evil ways. Love your brothers and sisters, man. That's what you need to do. All right? That's when this hell is going to end.
Right.
Keep going.
For why will ye die, O house of Israel?
Why would you decide to die, suffering in the hood, going through all the poverty and oppression that you're going through? Why would you choose that type of lifestyle over the kingdom of heaven?
Right.
Why would you choose that? Why would you choose your own people selling each other drugs, killing and shooting people over Jordans?
Right.
Why would you choose that over what the Lord inquired you to have?
Right.
The Lord said, your inheritance is the earth, the whole world. You're supposed to be ruling. You ain't supposed to be in the gutters, in the hood, in the trap houses. That's not supposed to be your role.
Right.
Go ahead.
That's it on that. Unless you want to keep going.
You can keep going.
Come. Verse 12. Therefore, thou son of man, say unto the children of thy people.
Therefore, ISUPK, what do we say?
The righteousness of the righteous shall not deliver him in the day of his transgression.
Keep going.
As for the wickedness of the wicked, he shall not fall thereby in the day that he turneth from all his wickedness, neither shall the righteous be able to live for his righteousness in the day that he sinneth.
We ain't living for your sin. We living for your righteousness. Pretty much in a nutshell, that's what that's saying. Grab John 36 and 14. Or Job 36. Job 36 and 14. You know what I'm saying? We're going to get maybe this last scripture, maybe one more. Then we're going to get into the prayers. You know what I'm saying? We are going to pray for Israel because that's what they need. We need a prayer. We need a prayer to the Lord, asking Him to get the spirit of wickedness off of our people so we can come together, so we can get out of this condition. You know what I'm saying? So our enemies can fall at our feet. All right, go ahead.
Job 36:14. They die in youth, and their life is among the unclean.
You got a lot of Black, Hispanic, and Native Indians dying in youth, dying at 12, dying at 15. It's a lot of people that say a lot of Black, Hispanic, and Native Indian people don't even make it past 21. That's the type of condition that we live in.
Right.
We die in youth. Why? Because we decide to love other nations instead of our own. We decide to serve other gods instead of our own. You know what I'm saying? We decide to love other nations instead of our people. You know what I'm saying? Keep going.
Verse 15. He delivereth the poor in his affliction, and openeth their ears in oppression.
The Lord said if you serve Him, He's going to deliver you while you poor. You know what I'm saying? While you suffering and dying. If you come into the Lord, He would deliver you from that condition. Keep going.
Listen to that, verse 16. Even so would He have removed thee out of the strait into a broad place where there is no straightness, and that which should be set on thy table should be full of fatness.
Grab Lamentation 4:18 real quick. So what it's saying is the Lord will deliver you unto a place when you're poor. He'll deliver you to a place of great fatness that's prospering. You know what I'm saying? The ISUPK, that's prospering. You know what I'm saying? The Lord is blessing us. Why? Because we serve Him. We don't give a damn about none of your other gods, none of your other holidays, none of your other customs. We only care about Black, Hispanic, and Native Indians. That's it. All right, go ahead.
Lamentations 4:18. They hunt our steps.
These heathens hunt our steps, especially the police, the white man. He patrolling your cities. He ain't patrolling the suburbs. He hunting us. All right? The slave patrols, they hunting us. Go ahead.
That we cannot go in our steps. Salaki. They hunt our steps that we cannot go in our streets.
The white man is hunting our steps. Just in historical truth revealed, when we went over the slave patrols, if they see niggas gathered up in one place, they going in and dividing us up, separating us. We can't go in our streets. Otherwise, you going to jail. You might even die. All right? Keep going.
Our end is near.
Our end is near. If we keep continuing to stay at the same pace we going, if we continue to love all of these heathens, white men, African, Asians, you know what I'm saying, Arabs, if we continue to love all of these people, our destruction is near. Keep going.
Our days are fulfilled, for our end is come.
You loving the white man, selling drugs on the corner, your end is near, because he will put you to death. That's what the devil does. All right? Keep on.
Come. Verse 19. Our persecutors are swifter than the eagles of the heaven.
The persecutors are what?
Swifter than the eagles of the heaven.
What's the sign for America?
Eagles.
Right. Our persecutors are swifter than the eagle. The ones who's persecuting you, destroying you, killing you, oppressing you, know what I'm saying? Those are the ones who go unpunished. All right? You know what I'm saying? Those are the ones. Huh? All right, go ahead.
They pursued us upon the mountains. They laid wait for us in the wilderness.
They pursue us on the mountains. In Babylon and Timbuktu, if you ever read this book right here, Babylon and Timbuktu, we was in our homeland in Jerusalem. They came with their armies. We fled, and they still pursued us. We ended up in America, suffering and dying by the same people that committed great atrocities against us.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? That's what this book says.
And it's like also a precept to the scripture would be Deuteronomy 28, 48 through 50. And it talks about an eagle will come from afar. See what I'm saying? From the north.
Right.
And that is the white man, because north meaning North America, for example. See what I'm saying? This that scripture is definitely multifold. So north being North America is a great example. The eagle has been around since Rome. All right. They always kept their tradition, never lost it, but we lost our way of life, which is the knowledge of the Lord.
Right.
Okay. So that's a precept to Lamentations 4 and 19.
And Salaki, you can also find that in Obadiah too. You know what I'm saying? All of Obadiah. Eagle, swift, you know what I'm saying? Coming from afar to devour us. All right. So with that, we're going to end the class. We're going to get into the prayers. You know what I'm saying? Go ahead and pass the class over to Officer Maccabi. You're going to read the security announcements.
All right.
All right. What's the name of class?
ISUPK security announcements. We are starting out the ISUPK, 1 West 125th Street, Harlem, New York. Rule for new brother and sister. When a new brother or sister comes into the school, they are off limits for 6 months. They are to be saluted only. They are here to shed themselves of the world. If they need transportation, the teacher will arrange it. After 6 months, if a brother or sister has an interest in a particular person, he or she must get permission from the head to speak to a brother or sister. There is another 6 months in which the brother and sister will court each other. After this 6-month period, the brother and sister will get permission from the head to marry. Tithes, which is a commandment. Numbers 18:21. Malachi 3:8-10 means 10th in the Hebrew. Mayashua, 10% of every penny of any increase the Lord gives you. Give to the Treasury Department or teacher. Priest fund. Free will offerings for priests, not mandatory. Whatsoever amount you would like upcoming holy convocations / high holy days, which is Feast of Dedication, which is December 1st on Saturday. We'll post the location on ISUK Minneapolis Facebook and also Instagram and Twitter to give you more information, all right? So Feast of Dedication is also Hanukkah. We are going to break down the history. It's not a Sabbath. It is a high holy day. Okay? We are going to treat it as a regular class, not a Sabbath, and break down the victory that the Lord gave to us back in the history of Maccabees. All right? So if anyone wants to be a trooper in the school, to start wearing all black boots, shirt, pants, headband, and scarf. All right? With that being said, Israel, we are going to go ahead and get into the prayers to bless the Most High, Yahweh Shai, the angels, and also our nation. Okay?
Amayim Mupanya Hakodami stand and face these. The Lord's Prayer in Hebrew. Abanawa. Shabbat Shemayim. Kodash. Haya. Shemka. Yahweh. Noach Daba'ah. Ratazak. Haya. Aisha. Baratzah. Kawa. Haya. Bashamayim. Nathan. Lenau. Lakom. Call. Yawan. Wasalakanau. Kawabwatanau. Kasalakanau. Kawabwatanau. Wala'ah. Dabayayanau. Banasai 1. Abal. Haishanau. Mayan. Ra. Kaya. Laka. Hamalakwa, Waha'ala, Wahatapara, Labalamyam, Aman.
The Lord's Prayer in English. Our Father.
Our Father.
Which art in heaven.
Which art in heaven.
Hallowed be thy name.
Hallowed be thy name.
Yahweh. Thy kingdom come.
Thy kingdom come.
Thy will be done.
Thy will be done.
In earth. As it is in heaven.
As it is in heaven.
Give us this day.
Give us this day.
Our daily bread.
Our daily bread.
Forgive us our debts.
And forgive us of our debts.
As we forgive our debtors.
As we forgive our debtors.
And lead us not into temptation.
And lead us not into temptation.
But deliver us from evil.
But deliver us from evil.
For thine is the kingdom.
For thine is the kingdom.
And the power.
And the power.
And the glory.
And the glory.
Forever. So be it.
So be it.
Amen.
Psalms 121 in the Hebrew. Asha, Ayanya, Alhari, Miyan, Yaba, Isaiah, Mayam, Yahweh, Asha, Shemayam, Warataza, Aliyatan, Namawat, Ragok, Yanawam, Shamar, Hana, La'a, Yanawam, La'a, Yeshan, Shamar, Yasha'ala, Yahweh, Shamar, Hana. Like Yahweh, the Zakat, Aliyah, Yamyak, Yawamam, Ashama, La'a, Yakat, Wayrak, Aliyah, Yahweh, Yashamarka, Makar Yashamar, Atnapashka, Yahweh, Yashamar, Taza'aka, Wabawaka, Maita, La'ai, Awalam.
Psalms 121 in the English. I will lift up my eyes.
I will lift up my eyes
to the hills.
To the hills.
From whence cometh my help?
From which cometh my help?
My help comes from the Lord.
My help comes from the Lord.
Which made heaven and earth.
Which made heaven and earth.
He will not suffer thy foot to be moved.
He will not suffer thy foot to be moved.
He that keepeth thee will not slumber.
He that keepeth thee will not slumber.
Behold.
Behold.
He that keepeth Israel shall neither slumber nor sleep.
He that keepeth Israel shall neither slumber nor sleep.
The Lord is thy keeper.
The Lord is thy keeper.
The Lord is thy shade upon thy right hand.
The Lord is thy shade upon thy right hand.
The sun shall not smite thee by day.
The sun shall not smite thee by day.
Nor the moon by night.
Nor the moon by night.
The Lord shall preserve thee from all evil.
The Lord shall preserve thee from all evil.
He shall preserve thy soul.
He shall preserve thy soul.
The Lord shall preserve thy going out.
The Lord shall preserve thy going out.
And thy coming in.
And thy coming in.
From this time forth.
From this time forth.
And even forevermore.
And even forevermore. Hakah, the power in Hebrew. Yahweh. Bashem Yahushua. Babakashah. Nathanlana. Hakah. Hakah. Larpa. Kal. Makala. Okal. Madawa. Hakah. Latahar. Ha. Matazarian. Hakah. Mahatmian. Hamathian. Hakah. Al. Rakawat. Hatima Alam. Garsh. Bashem Yahushua. Wadama.
Hakah, the power in the English.
Yahweh.
In the name of Yahushua.
In the name of Yahushua.
Please give us the power.
Please give us the power.
Power to heal all manner of sickness.
The power to heal all manner of sickness.
All manner of disease.
All manner of disease.
Power to cleanse the leper.
The power to cleanse the leper.
Power to raise the dead.
The power to raise the dead.
Power against unclean spirits.
The power against unclean spirits.
To cast them out in the name of Yahushua.
To cast them out in the name of Yahushua.
Thank you.
Thank you.
So be it.
So be it. Bless Israel in Hebrew. Yahweh. Bashem Yahushua. Barak Lanau. Wayasha'ala. Waha. Bayah. Sapari. Barak. Rapa. Magun. Hutgun. Say the name of loved ones once and everyone repeats name once. Octavius. Denzel. Lokar. Shakar. Jonah. Isabella. Shanika. Johnny.
ISUPK Minneapolis.
ISUPK Minneapolis.
All of Israel outside of the school.
All of Israel outside of the school.
All of Israel inside of the school.
All of Israel inside of the school. Giselle. Bashem Yahushua.
Duwaraman. Bless Israel.
Deborah.
Sierra.
Marquise.
If you could, brother, speak up.
Oh, sorry,
Quincy.
Sister Shabi.
All my aunties. And family.
Yep.
Bashim Yahushai.
Shim Yahushai.
Tawad
Bless Israel in the English. What we just said was, Lord, in the name of Yahushai.
Lord, in the name of Yahushai.
Bless us in Israel.
Bless us and Israel.
And the school.
And the school.
Bless, heal, shield, protect.
Bless, heal, shield, protect.
Loved ones.
Loved ones.
In the name of Yahushai.
In the name of Yahushai.
Thank you.
Thank you.
So be it.
So be it.
ISUPK power structure. Blessed are you, Yahweh.
Blessed are you, Yahweh.
King of heaven and earth.
King of heaven and earth.
All things living.
All things living.
Yahweh. In the name of Yahushai.
In the name of Yahushai.
Listen to us now.
Listen to us now.
Right now.
Right now.
Send evils and curses.
Send evils and curses.
And punishment and destruction.
And punishment and destruction.
And death to the heathen.
And death to the heathen.
That
speak against us.
Thy prophets.
Thy prophets.
The teachers. The princes. The priests. The Israelite brothers.
The Israelite brothers.
In the school.
Send evils and curses.
Send evils and curses. And punishment and destruction. And death to the heathen.
And death to the heathen.
And shake loose the pockets of the rich of Israel.
And shake loose the pockets of the rich of Israel.
That refuse to give to the school.
That refuse to give to the school.
Force their riches to enter into thy sanctuary.
Force their riches to enter into thy sanctuary.
Send evils and curses.
Send evils and curses.
And punishment and destruction.
And punishment and destruction.
And death to the Edomites.
And death to the Edomites.
And the nations.
And their nations.
And their drug dealers.
And their drug dealers. Courses.
The prison system. Planned Parenthood.
Planned Parenthood.
All the governments of our enemies.
All the governments of our enemies.
Amalek synagogues and armies.
Amalek synagogues and armies.
Roman Catholic Church.
Roman Catholic Church.
The
Pope.
Islam.
Christianity.
Egyptology.
Militias. Ku Klux Klan. Aryan Nation. Skinheads. Positcomatazzi. The gay movement. The lesbian movement. Spies.
Workers of witchcraft.
NASA
space program. Army.
Navy.
Air Force.
Marine.
Wall Street. Open up the internet.
And the airways.
Cable access channel.
And the
radio channel. Convict the spirit of any of thy people that seek to stop us.
Convict the spirit of any of thy people that seek to stop us.
And bring swift death to all the heathen. That stand in the way. Try to stop us from broadcasting your words throughout the planet Earth. Let loose all the terror. Cause them to go to and fro. To the earth and destroy. Cause the terrorists to come against America. And destroy them in their strongholds. Let America shake at the hands of the terrorists. Let Yahushai, Michael, and Gabriel come down with the flying saucers. And kill all the heathen. That come up against us. And to speak thy word. Cause it to be known by all that is the angels that have done it. Cause it to be spread through the media. Throughout the whole world. Cause them to shake at thy coming. In the name of Yahushua. Thank you always. So be it.
All right. Israel, Elijah.
Yahweh Shem Yahshua Barakatah. Alright, clap it up.
They play the sidelines, comfortable on benches. Catch me on the front lines, putting work in trenches. Making sure our election, preparing for Armageddon. Mastering this profession of prophesying these lessons. Protecting our adolescents and answering all their questions. Teaching the love they reflection, no matter what the complexion. We got a common connection, a part of God's hand selection. A shot at the resurrection, through us achieving perfection. But to give life takes sacrifice. Battle demons every fight. Short days and long nights. Less sleep and more fights. More wisdom, more strife. Telling everybody that they wrong and you're right. I'm an Israelite, blood of an Israelite. I ride for my Israelites and die for my Israelites. We owe a debt cause Christ paid the price. So who ready to give their life the life of an Israelite?
I'm an Israelite, die for my Israelites. Blood of an Israelite, cry for my Israelites. Cause we Israelites. Kwam Yashra Allah to all my Israelites. I'm an Israelite, die for my Israelites. Blood of an Israelites, cry for my Israelites. Going through it cause we Israelites. Kwam Yashra Allah to all my Israelites.
I guess they're supposed to have it up here too, because I asked one of them, they got a shelter, that's where everybody goes. And I asked them, like, is it the same company? Like, yeah, it's the same company.
I ain't have to die to meet the devil. Angels fell and landed in the ghetto. The earth was given to the hands of devils. Then we seen the rise of the devil. We fell for the lies of the devil. When we got high was the devil. I looked into the eyes of the devil. I ain't had to die to meet the devil.
I remember I was only 13 when I met the demon. Gave me a deuce and a bundle of cocaine. Told me to sell to my people, make sure you keep them fiending. If any try to shoot you, make sure that you leave him leaking. He said,
I'ma hold you down when problems pop up.
How you got me moving this dope? Want me in lockup? He said,
Don't you want the Benz vertible with the top cut?
Yeah.
Stop, bitch, you get in that kitchen, let it rock up. Bitches love the dope, boy, especially when it's pop up. I know you know Ron.
Who the plug from by the block up?
I'll tell you a little secret, make sure that you keep your mouth shut. Ron got a Lexus, crib in Philly and Texas. Trips to the Bahamas, just got a whip for his mama. He fucking up in commas, be honest, he seen decent though.
I hear you, but I just seen Ron about a week ago. In fact, he ain't look too good, his knees is kinda slow. I asked him why the struggle, he got stuck up for his bundle. But them 6 hollow tips in his legs what made him crumble.
He got a house and mama is living good.
Said the feds took it all, he right back in the hood. I see you try to play me, you gave us crack in the 80s. Made us abort our babies and making hoes out our ladies. I know you got me gravy, but Satan, you must be crazy. It's gonna take more to them calls.